Hello, Phil. Hello, Faye. And hello, Lynn. Right on. Good to see you here. Okay, let's get going. There's been a lot going on this last week, and it's not a lot of it's not very good. I can say most of it's not good, as usual. Anyways, we see what's going on in France, in the UK, for different reasons, but it's one is kind of, no, it doesn't really make much sense, and the other one, yeah, makes a lot of sense. Hi, Marie. So let's get right into it. This is over in Toulouse, France. Toulouse, for no reason. Absolutely no reason. So they're just tearing it up because I guess they can. It's going on in Paris. I think it's settled down now a bit, but GM Railroad, Liquid Gal, welcome. Yeah, it's settled down there somewhat, I believe, and it's UK is getting pretty active for a good reason. We got this one here is, I just gotta bring this one up, and I don't get to let me go into full screen, so I'll just have to play it the way it is. And bring this up for you. This is in Paris. There it is. A little hard to see, but there's some fires going on around the Eiffel Tower there. And this is in the general area, I believe. Trying to burn it down, I guess, if they can. So I guess this is the other one here. I'll bring this one up. Yeah. And I will say that none of those people are native Parisians or native French citizens. Those are imports, and they're rioting because their team won. Try to make sense out of that. So there's these ones here. I'll bring this one up too. This kind of, I'm not sure if it's this clip or not. We'll see here. Now you notice the horn blowing at the end in support of the rioters. Like, what's up with that? And here's another one, and once again, these are not French citizens, or at least natural French citizens. So they're celebrating destruction, I guess. They've come into the country, probably illegally, and they're having a great time just tearing it apart. And what I think that is just a display of, we're here, we're going to, we're taking over, and there's nothing you can do about it because the police won't do anything, because the police are scared to do anything. So, and then, let's see, probably, I'm not going to play this whole clip here, but you've probably seen it anyways. This happened just a couple of 3 days ago over in the UK, and this is your political correctness, or what, I guess that's what it used to be called.
What's happened to you, alright?
Been stabbed.
You've been stabbed? Whereabouts? I don't think you have, mate. Hand?
Oh, I can't breathe.
Put the hand in.
I can't really show any more of that. It's just too disgusting. Anyways, that was Henry Nowak that didn't make it because the guy with the yellow cloth on his head there took him out, and then him and his family lied about it and said that he was a racist and it was self-defense. And now they found out that wasn't true because Henry had his phone on, fortunately, and he was recording it. So now he has been sentenced, I believe. Let's see how that goes. But the people in the UK aren't having any part of that. And you can't blame them. But they sure treat the natural born citizens in the UK a lot different than they treat the illegals coming in. And why is that?
Come on! Who's that guy in the suit?
Fucking fair play to them all.
He's come back 100 years ago, geezer! Fucking hell! Yeah. He's come to show you how it's done! Fucking like him!
Watch the guy filming up by the wall.
Yeah. I love that. Oh my days. Yeah. How that you punch? How does that feel? How does that feel? You the train. Get in a minute, watch. The train. You fucking bitches. How does that feel? You punch.
Yeah, the UK is actually, it's kind of good to see that the cops are being actually dealt with, I would say. There's a couple more here from the UK I wanted to bring up quickly, if I can find them. And I believe that might have been it for those. It seems like, yes, yeah. Anyways, it's spreading, and it's not going to stop there. How did we get here? How did that happen? Like, I guess, like I say, these barbarians sense weakness, and when they see weakness, they take advantage. That's an open door for them. It started way back, I would say, I think it was in the 70s with political correctness. And as soon as they basically brought physical or political correctness in, it was to shut people up. And people were shut up, but they, not the newcomers are coming in. Here's a couple more from the UK I just found here. They've the people are fed up over in the UK. Finally they are. This one here has no audio, but this was a guy that I believe this was the camera guy, one of the guys taking video, and that's what the cops did to him. They grabbed him, beat him, kicked him in the head when he was down, and tried to do as much damage as he could to him. How dare he video the police? We had this one here. This is a good one. This is when the people finally woke up, and it scared the daylights out of the British bobbies.
They're throwing bins! Medium bobber here. How's it mental? Yeah, I don't actually endorse violence. Sorry. Oh my, I'm so sorry.
Run, you fucking pussy! Run! You cowards! Alright, boys! Come on! Come on! Come on, cunt!
So I guess the British, the only weapon they have is garbage cans, eh? It's kind of pathetic, isn't it, for a Western country? That's all they're allowed to have, is to pick up some garbage cans and throw them at the police. And it scared the hell out of the police. Police ran, tucked their tails in and run. Doesn't say much for them, does it? Here's another one here in the UK.
That was completely unnecessary. You fucking love, you okay? You right, you okay? You okay? You sure? Shake on it, shake on it. Right, good. 1 second.
Or if you don't want to get hit, move there so the cameras up. Yeah, I know.
It took the British a while, but they finally woke up. And when the British woke up, the cops were shocked. There's more British citizens than there are cops, and I think Tommy Robinson had a big part of waking these people up or giving them the nudge that they needed. And so now he's getting the gears again, of course, because they're going to blame him. Now, there's a difference here too with the British bobbies, as there is in Canada with our police force. Here's an example here. This is when George Floyd died in the U.S. of a drug overdose. They took the knee.
So they have all taken a knee.
And that's how they react when one of their citizens is taken out. Well, you can see the mess, and it's spreading. I see now over in these countries here, there's a few here. There's Sweden, Germany, Australia, and Poland. In support of the British people, but I couldn't play the audio is just music, so I couldn't really play that. So we've got this one here, and I think this could be what they call in one of those religions that are not really, old style Canadian American religions. They do a thing that's called tequila. This is in New Brunswick. I'm not sure which city it is. They say that's on a mosque. It says, investigating is one of those crimes. Who painted it on? I wonder. Not one word about all the churches that have been burnt down all over Canada. Two-tiered policing in full swing. This is from CTV Atlantic News. I would say that was very suspicious. I could be wrong, but my inner sense tells me that that's a little bit suspicious. Now, remember back in the days of Justin Trudeau in Canada, and he basically destroyed the country, and with the help of his cabinet, which is still in power, most of them still held their seats. They're still ministers rather. This is, give me a minute here, I gotta find it. I had it singled out. This here, if you remember back in March 24th, 2017, we had, I guess this picture really doesn't show it. It's the motion M103. That was the non-binding federal anti-Islamophobia motion, M103. That was Icky Khalid that brought that up. And Trudeau was so eager to get that passed through, right? You can't say anything about that. No, because you'll be charged one of those crimes and you could go to jail. But it was also instigated by, this is a review of that. This is from May 31st of this year. And once they get their feet in the door, you can't close it. So here is a speech. It's 2 minutes by Dr. Mohammed Idris, president of the Muslim, the MCS, I forget what the C stands for. S is society.
My dear brothers and sisters in Islam, and Honorable Ghazi, Mr. John O'Grady, MP from Glasgow, I start with thanking him. During last Ramadan, he kindly attended our iftar in the same hall, and I expressed your fear, your discomfort, and your feeling of being unsafe in the streets of Glasgow, and he raised his voice in British Parliament. I'm very thankful to you, sir. You did a great job for us. At least somebody spoke for us. I would like to thank the government for working on Islamophobia, although they call it hostility against the Muslims. We introduced the term Islamophobia in 2018, and the current health minister, he was one of the committee members who defined Islamophobia in the United Kingdom, and we accepted the definition. However, due to various reasons, government decided to go back to define it again, which is, we don't have any problem, but because that one term was introduced, it would have been better to continue. However, we accept, even if it is defined as hostility against Muslims or looking like a Muslim, that is again acceptable.
Okay, so I made a mistake here. I'm sorry. That was in the UK, Scotland. I thought that was Canada because they were talking about Islamophobia, but that term is used worldwide now. That was the Muslim Brotherhood that created that. And remember, Ikki Khalid was the she was in the women's part of the Brotherhood. I forget what that's called. So anyways, that's how the Islamophobia got brought into Canada via Trudeau and Ikki Khalid. And now we're stuck with this mess. There's going to be, coming up here, this is, what is this? This takes effect on June 12th of 2026. It says, I might as well bring this up so I can show you what I'm reading. It says, no wonder African men are celebrating. The EU Migration Pact takes effect on June 12th, 2026. Did you know about the EU Migration Pact? The Soros-controlled European Commission will force EU member states to accept mandatory quotas of aggressive men with low IQs, and you will be paying for their housing, clothing, and food for the rest of your life. And here they are, just having a grand old time, celebrating. Wind it back here. I have to take the the music off so I don't get whacked. But there's a whole gaggle, and they're on the move. So that is what you would call an invasion. That takes effect on June 12th. Coming right up, folks. That's for the European Union. I feel sorry for the people in Europe, but you know what? They brought it on themselves. And unfortunately, so did we. Not us, but liberals. That's what liberalism does to a country. We got, go back up here. Okay, so where did this really get its roots? Well, how did that really get going? Well, we know that Trudeau opened the borders up, and as did European countries. And once he did that, well, they seen the weakness. What was the weakness? Well, it was this right here. This is what got it rolling. They laughed and laughed and laughed, and they said, what? This is going to be an easy takeover. Very easy takeover. And that's exactly what happened. And here he is.
Awesome. Take care.
Hey, boss.
Hey. Pride is about coming together and celebrating what it means to be Canadian in our full diversity, in our respect for each other, in the freedom to be who you are, to love who you love. This is what Pride's about. It's worth celebrating. It's worth fighting for. It's all about being Canadian. Nice to see you. Happy Pride. Hi there. Hi. Happy Pride. Pleasure. Nice to see you all representing here. Awesome.
Now we got a whole month of this garbage, right? A whole month. A lot of people didn't sign up for this, but they voted for it time and time again. And he just kept going in. This is from back in, when was this? This is from 2024. And I remember this, but this is on Fox News. And it just says, small town fined for refusing to fly the rainbow flag. Celebrate Pride Month. Leaders are punished. That was in Canada. I think it was in Ontario. I'm not sure on that. I think it was Southern Ontario. It doesn't say which town it was. It just says a Canadian town is facing a fine of $10,000 for refusing to participate in Pride Month and fly the LGBTQ2. Now that's an old one because there's a lot more added to that now. The rainbow flag outside its municipal building. Officials from the town have also been ordered to complete mandatory human rights training. Whoa. It's not funny, is it? It's actually quite sick. We had, like, really, how far do they really have to go with this? Is there any limits to it? Hell no. Look at this. This is the Village in Toronto. Everyone's welcome here. Oh, the Royal Bank. Gee, they got enough paint, eh? They painted the whole block rainbow. Like, what the hell's up with this? You see why they come into our country and they say, these ones are easy to take over. We got them. So, we're in a heap of trouble. Some of the politicians just can't say enough, eh? Here's the NDP. This is what's her name? Heather McPherson, I think it is. Yeah, Heather McPherson. This is just from June 1st, first day of June. She couldn't wait. As soon as midnight hit, oh, it's Pride Month.
This month, we celebrate joy, courage, and resilience of queer, trans, and two-spirited communities across Canada. Pride is a celebration, but it is also a protest. It was born from people standing up and demanding dignity, equality, and freedom to live openly as themselves. That's why I am especially proud to congratulate Pride Corner in my constituency for 5 years. For 5 years, Pride Corner has rejected hate. For 5 years, they have brought people together in community and joy. To every queer, trans, and two-spirited person in this country, you are loved, you belong, and you are not alone. Happy Pride Month. This month, we...
What's up with the keffiyehs up there in the corner? I don't think they're all bought in on this, but I guess that's all for show, isn't it, right? We got, of course, not to be outdone, we got, let's see here, this is Ryan Turnbull, Liberal Party. Pride Month is a time to celebrate the strength, resilience, and contributions of the two LGBTQ. I'll just talk, is that I or a one? Plus, and now there's the MMW, whatever letters they got on there now. Rights and freedoms of today were hard fought for by those who challenged discrimination and advocated for equality. As we celebrate that progress, we must commit ourselves to the work that remains. I am proud to be part of a government committed to building a Canada where everyone can live authentically, safely, and free from discrimination. Well, happy Pride Month, Whitby, Ontario. There's your MP. There he is. I think it's he. So we had that. Now, just imagine this now. Can I bring this up full? Let's see if I can. Oops, I'm probably going to get a strike for that. That is Disney World. And here's Disney World again. So now, okay, so they take their kids to Disney World to see a princess. And here's their princess with a mustache.
Can we help you guys out with your transformation for the day? Are you guys excited? Yeah? Is it guys the first time at the boutique? Are you guys ready? Yeah? Okay, Princess Marvel, we're gonna go this way. Was this your guys' first time at Disneyland? No, you've been here before? Do you come to our kingdom often? No, just every once in a while. Oh, I'm sorry. So we're gonna go straight in and then take your dress room. You get you all dressed up. Is Rapunzel your favorite princess? Yeah, she's one of my favorite princesses too. Can we help you guys out with your transformation for the day? Are you guys excited? Yeah. Is it guys the first time at the boutique? Are you guys ready?
So, Disneyland, I guess, or Disney something. I don't know what it is anymore. My, how the world has changed. The Western world, that is. So, well, here, I got to bring this picture up though, because here he is, the Prime Minister of Canada. It looks like he's on a 3-day bender with this, whatever it is. It looks like, yeah, he just crawled out of the sack. So, He's got to be part of it, right? This one, now we're going to go on a little bit here. This is Heather. Heather Haying. She's Brett Weinstein's. I'm pretty sure. I think Heather's his wife. And this is just a short clip of 42 seconds about her saying her part.
Feels like many different pieces, but it's actually all about preserving the West. Whether it's the fentanyl addicts hanging out in their fentlines across the West Coast, or the immigrants in Paris burning down Paris, or bathrooms in Seattle that are being broken so that they can't function weeks before they're existing for. Like, all of this is of a piece, which is, we need the West. We have benefited from the West. We will continue to thrive under the rules and responsibilities of the West, and it is giving up on those, which many politicians who call themselves liberals have done, which is causing the decline. Feels like many different pieces.
Yeah, we're really in decline fast. We're going down really fast. It's scary what the end result is going to be. Well, I like to show you this, but this is embarrassing. This is the Prime Minister's wife. I guess she's got her best clothes on there. She's doing, I guess, some promo for the grocery benefit for the poor and starving. What is it? I don't know, $60 or something. They're making a big deal out of it, the liberals. Like they're saving people from starving, but you really can't buy much for $60. What else was there here? I'm telling you, folks, we know how this is going to end, and it's not going to be good. Some people are coming around. They're waking up. Like I say, there's this one here. I got a picture here from the Western Standard, and it says Indian Idol immersions could harm Canadian ecosystems. Videos have been going around all over social media over Ganpati idol immersions, much recently being submerged in Canadian lakes around areas in Ontario and British Columbia. I have no idea what they're up to there, but it looks pretty disgusting. We know what their rivers and lakes or whatever they've got in India look like. I guess they miss home. They want ours to look the same. We got, sometimes you'll get something like this. I'm very impressed with this woman. And this is in Georgetown, Ontario. A fed-up Canadian mom confronts Sikh immigrant and makes him pick up garbage she saw him throw from his van. Canadians are tired of seeing our once beautiful towns ruined by these people. And here's a little clip. She said, "Enough is enough." This guy's going to pick that up.
Pick all that shit up. I saw everything that flew out. Pick it all up. No, I saw all the shit that came out. I saw it all. Go collect all the small things. I have your license plate. I have your license plate. No, you did not. Okay, so when the cops come to check, all that shit's gonna be gone? No, I saw everything that flew out, all the small items. I saw it all. piece of shit. Yep. Let me see what's in there. Piece of shit.
Good on her. We need more of that. We need it's citizen. I don't know what the term is for it right now, but vigilance, I guess. Not vigilante, but vigilance. Pay attention to what's going on. If you catch them doing stuff like that, she did the right thing. So it should be nice if that caught on. You know, that maybe should be something that we should be pushing out there somehow. There is some good news I seen today too. Did you know that the Liberal Party, the NDP Party, I would say Green Party, but it's a party of one. I'm sure May is all wrapped up in it too, are pushing this Pride Month, you know. But you know what? Conservatives said, no, we're not doing it. We're not playing that game anymore. So good on them. That takes a bit of courage to do that when you're trying to get elected, but he's not pandering. Melissa Landsman, she's not taking part in this Pride thing. She was meeting with some people. I think it was over Israel, maybe. So, no, they're not taking any part in it. So, right on. Maybe, just maybe, we might be getting over the one step at a time, getting over this mess. But as long as the Liberals are in power. Talked to a guy the other day there that I did some stuff to help him out, and he said, he was ragging on me about the Conservatives, and he said, well, Pierre doesn't have a plan. All he does is complain. Wait now, the government's supposed to have the plan, not the opposition. The opposition is supposed to hold the government to account to their promises that they made to the people to get elected. Not make a plan up for the government. Why didn't you just vote the Conservatives in and vote if you want their plan? Of course he's got a plan. He's been talking about it for a long time, but I mean, that's the brainwashing, right? There's something else he said, I forget what it was, but it doesn't make sense. Got CNN on and ABC, Global. He's probably a secret CBC admirer. So it's hard not to crack, but he's 80 years old, so what's the point? You know, I'm not going to change him now. Phil, question. Do you think carny libtards will increase or reduce immigration? I can't see them reducing it. If you've been watching any of David Menzies' videos, or even Ezra's putting them out too with Tim Hortons, Ezra's banned from every Tim Hortons in Canada now because he was speaking out about the temporary foreign worker hiring. Oh yeah, that was it. The old boy mentioned about the temporary foreign workers. He said, well, Canadians don't want jobs. They don't want to work. They want to work. They just can't get hired because there's wages that are subsidized. The company is owned by a Brazilian outfit, and there's a citizenship program for these people coming in through the doors of Tim Hortons and out the other door. And the government is subsidizing, and they get new voters, paid for by us, and the Brazilian company makes out like bandits. What a scam that is. How are you going to get them out of power when they're pulling this crap on us? I don't know. So, we got a puppy here. Got a puppy video. First time in the mirror. Nose first into the mirror, eh? poor little puppy. Yeah. So, let's see. What we got here in the chat? Take a quick look at the chat. JT James not gone there in years. Me neither. I never did like the place anyways. When it first opened up, you know, you got to watch these places too. Like Tim Hortons and McDonald's, when they had the games, they roll up the rim. I guess it was a Scottish guy that they had saying that. The odds of winning are like winning the 649, winning a big prize. Win a free coffee. Sure, come on in. Can we sell you a couple of donuts with that? What a racket, eh? McDonald's with their Monopoly game and whatever they can do to suck people in, but it works. People fall for it. Their food keeps getting worse. The service gets worse. They make more money. Prices go up as the quality goes down. I don't go near fast food myself for a few reasons. One, it's not healthy, and the other, it's too expensive. So I think they're going to be hurting here coming up because the price of everything's going to go up so high that people just, like government workers will go there, right? What's a Popeyes only once? Oh, holy cow. Do I have to get a credit card out here to get a box of chicken, a chicken dinner? They're really expensive. So, I don't know, but we got to do something. We got to get the door closed on the borders coming in, for one thing. I guess if we I don't know, maybe we'll get some anti-immigration protests going, and then they'll label us as white supremacists and racists and all that stuff, right? I got big shoulders, I don't care. Anybody wants to cry on them, they can. It's the media is disgusting. We should maybe start with the media, the protests outside of CBC offices and Global, and start protesting them on the sidewalk in front of their place. We did that once here in Fredericton. So I guess maybe draw some attention to them, get the right signs up, get it organized would be nice. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. But definitely the media would be the first place to go. And let's see. I guess after that, you got to go to the legislature. If you're in Ottawa, you can go to Parliament, but, we got to do something. I noticed a lot of people from Africa, Middle East in this city. And the apartment buildings, they look like Soviet bloc, old-time Soviet bloc. There's no balconies or anything. They're just rectangular buildings with and I'm talking, who would live there? As I'm thinking that, slowly driving by, there's a guy walking into his little box, just like, oh, I'm home again. If they're happy with that, they're just going to keep doing it, and that's what they want us all into anyways. So I don't know, maybe anybody has ideas, maybe we should be sharing them, because we can't just sit back and watch this fall apart. I don't know, if it seems the government's starting to get a little shaky inside in the cabinet, so maybe there's a little bit of hope. So obviously he's screaming at his MPs, telling them if they don't like the way he's doing it, shut up. So that's not going over good. Apparently there's 11 that are not happy, and Gilbo just spilled his guts on an interview there. So anyways, okay, folks, we'll cut it a little short, but thank you very much for joining in for the live stream. We'll get to do it again next week, same time. And if you come up with any good ideas for how to save the country, let us all know next week. Okay? So you take care out there. Have a wonderful week. Make the best of it. It's summer coming up. God bless. And you take care. Bye for now.